Hi, this is Micah from ReImagine Listing, and in this 2-minute tutorial, we're going to show you how to edit multiple images for a batch edit to take care of one repetitive task. So while our other tutorials have started in quick actions, we are going to come down to batch processing. All right, different interface, but it's okay. It's all pretty much the same. So the first thing we're going to do is we have our photos. We've been using this house for our tutorials. We want to de-furnish each room, but instead of going one at a time, we just want to select all our rooms that need to be defurnished and do them all at once. So here is a living room shot. Different living room shot, third living room. Let's not waste our time with three of the same living rooms. We'll take this office, defurnish that. Let's defurnish that kitchen or that dining room area. Here we have this big red couch. I guess this is like a sunroom. We're going to select that. A bedroom, got some bunk beds. We're going to defurnish that. And then here's a master bedroom. Let's go ahead and defurnish that. And I mean, we can mess around with the lawn. I think I'll do something else with the laundromat. Let's go ahead and defurnish this outside to show you that it works outside as well. So we selected 8 images. Obviously, there are some more. You can select up to 20 at a time, which takes care of pretty big listings, but we're just going to do 8. And in here, we've made our folder for Western Springs. That's where this lives. When we're in our batch processing, we got to do our setup. So first, we're going to name it something. I'm going to call it Western Springs de-furnish. Now what we're going to do is we are going to clean and defurnish. We want all these images to have no furniture. Specific details, we're not going to do anything. Variations, this time we max out at 2, and the quick actions you could do up to 4, and batch processing we do up to 2 at a time. We're going to lock our structures, of course. You're going to always keep this done. And then complete all queue jobs automatically. This just means if you had a job that was going that you paused, it'll move on to the next one once you're done with this one. You don't have to worry about that. All right, how do we get what we've selected into here? That's easy. Since we already have 8 selected, we hit import selection. And that's going to bring all the images that you already have selected into it. So we have all 8. And now we are going to launch batch in new tab. Now, just for the math's sake, we selected 8. We stay with our standard, which costs 2 credits each. So 2 times 8 is 16. But since we're doing 2 variations of each, that's 16 times 2, which is 32. 32 credits in total. It's real easy that we show you exactly what it's going to cost when you run this. In fact, if I take this down to 1, you'll see that that updates and now it's telling you it's only 16 credits. But your time is worth more than our credits. So we're going to do it 2 variations each, and then we are going to launch in a new tab. Here, a new tab shows up, and it says that it's in the queue, time elapsed, standard model, auto enable is continued. Do not worry if you don't see any progress for about 15 to 20 seconds. It's basically queuing everything up and getting it going. So now we have 15 seconds, and you've already seen that we've generated 2 of 16 generations are saved. Okay, all of our jobs are complete. It took about 98 seconds. So we're going to do we did 16 generated photos in about a minute 30, give or take. That's amazing. Now we can just hit view results in library. And if I click that, it will take us right back to where we need to go. Here we are. Let me explain what happened. Okay, so we are in a subfolder of Western Springs de-furnish. And if we go into Western Springs, this is where we started. And now we have this subfolder, Western Spring de-furnish. So all of our de-furnished photos were selected and placed here. They can still be found in the original, but they're also found here for easy viewing. These are our sources, and these are the ones that it came up with. We're going to go through each one. Now, I know this is a 2-minute tutorial, but since we're doing a lot of photos, it might go into 3 minutes. But we're done with the technical stuff. Okay, we ran our job. It created a subfolder automatically. We just hit take us there. We're where we need to be. Let's start here. Let's show our original. Okay, there. Oh, let's go back. Seems like this is the angle we started with. So I'm going to go with this photo, and all it did is it took out This could be a dated piece of furniture, and you know that these get faded over time. So let's just get it out of the photo. Who needs to see a barbecue with a cover on it? So that's our original. This is our batch photo. I like it. I'm going to favorite it. This is where favoriting becomes more important than one at a time because we're going to go through a lot of photos here together. Here, let's show our original. Okay, so our angle is good. We're in a master bedroom. Look at this. I just want to draw attention to a couple of things. It even maintains that this wall isn't flat. It's got that little bump in the wall. And if we go into our original, you got that little bump in the wall. This is absolutely amazing. I got to gush a little more. Look at how the vent stays in place. The vent stays in place there. Okay, so this is a perfectly elegant de-furnished room. Let's go and see, because we did two of each. Let's see if we like this one more. And you know what? I do like this one more. I like this one more, but maybe I'll go and keep. I'm gonna go with this one, and I'll tell you why. Because over here, there looks like an ever so slight hinge, and I don't know if that's where the door was originally. So I'm just gonna keep this on the flat wall. It matches my original. The truth is, it doesn't know what's there because they didn't get that wall. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one and favorite it, just because I'm not sure if there's actually a door there. All right, here we are. We've got a bedroom. Let's analyze. We've got a bookshelf here. Looks like a bunk bed, but actually with a desk and then, just a couple of furniture items. And it's all gone. Perfectly preserved window. We didn't want that to go away, but the furniture is just gone. That's a great way to show off this bedroom. Here, it almost got it. I mean, it did a real good job, but it left this cabinet. So you're out, you're in. You're my favorite. Now, we can go through this every time. We can go through each one of these, but I think you get the gist. This is what you do afterwards. This is a really nice de-furnished photo. And this is really nice de-furnished photos too, but the angle is a little bit off. Let's go with this one. It matches the original, and I'm going to favorite. It's et cetera, for all the rest, all right? The good news, I mean, what I'm trying to show you is that we did 8 rooms, two perspective photos of 8 rooms in total that were very diverse. We had a master bedroom, we had a living room, we had like an entry room and a sunroom and a patio and a bedroom. And they were all done in less than 90 seconds with one button click once you selected your images. Now, since I was favoring as I go, I know I don't need that one, I know I don't need this one, and I know I don't need this one. I could delete those, clear up my space, and we're done. And then it's up to you if you want to go through the rest of the batches, but we did 4 together, and that's good enough for a tutorial. Thank you for being a little more patient on this one. We'll call this one a 4-minute tutorial, but it's just because we're just making design decisions. The actual work was done in the first 30 seconds. Really, when you learn how to use this program, everything is fast. It is going to supercharge your listings, and you're going to be very happy using it.